All right. Hi, this is Atticus, and welcome to episode 6B of Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together. We are playing Mission 1, the East Coast Conquest, and we're fairly close to the end. If we look at our tasks, we're at 69%. And a lot of you are wondering what happened, and you might be wondering, why is there a 6B? Well, because I had 7 all set, and I had it edited, recorded, edited, rendered, ready to go. Thought I'd already put it on YouTube, thought I was done with it. The files that are created through all that process are ginormous. I don't have enough space to store a bunch of them, so I started deleting stuff, and that episode got deleted, and what turns out it hadn't been moved to YouTube. So I get to replay this part. No problem. It's fun to play, and fortunately I did have a save file on my game, so I could come back to the point we were at the end of the last episode. So let's review our task. We are growing New York City to 70,000 so we can deliver salt. We have a salt delivery setup. I'm going to make a change to it first thing right after we look at this. We need to grow the Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Washington region, the Mid-Atlantic States region they call it, to not very much, just gain 13,000 people. That's super easy. And buy a little bit of Barty. Then we have optional tasks to buy Barty out, to reach 120,000 citizens in the Virginia region, and to achieve 3 cities with 120,000 or more citizens in your rail network. And I think I'd like to do all those. I really went back and forth on this. The first time I did it, the one you didn't see, I just finished it. I just did this up here, did whatever else comes after that, and just let it go. But I think I'd like to finish all this because that's good stuff. To do some large city growing, decent sized cities. We'd have to get, 4 cities, or 3 cities. That'd be 40,000 apiece. Those are not big cities, right? We can do that. We can do each of these around 40,000, and we're good. Now the 3 cities with 120,000. Let's look what that means to us. We've got Albany growing pretty well. It's up to 109. It's still growing at a good rate. So it will be, we can pretty much count on Albany for 1. We've got Boston here, which you can see it needs a new business. And it is at 90,000, and it is not growing right this minute. It's low on corn, low on veggies. I think we can fix Boston up a little bit so that it gets some more stuff. There's not a ton of resources on the map, honestly. There aren't. But we need to get some more over there. And I can just see so many things. It's such a good learning process hopefully for you, definitely for me. So many things I would do differently, so many things I would change, so many, And speaking of that, keep up the great comments. You guys are doing a tremendous job of putting comments out there for everyone's benefit. And I love the participation. I love what we're doing in that respect. It's excellent. What I'm doing right here is I'm going to make a new connection. And notice I'm not going to use I'm trying not to, but it'll let me there. Doggone it. It insists on building that track for me. I don't want that. I want a point-to-point connection up here at this end. And I want to go down here. We can do the regular thing down here. We can do it. And the point-to-point gives us a junction at the other end, so we have one here now. So we can set our signals, and we can put in the supply tower. And what we're going to do here is take the line. There's a rail line here going to New York. That's this one. It's one train, and it's meant to pick up. Well, here we can look at it. It's meant to pick up, run full with salt and go to New York. And as soon as New York hits 70,000, that'll cue this train to take off, and it will run to New York and finish off that requirement. But I don't want it to go this way for a couple reasons. One, it's holding up other trains that do need to run salt. Down here, I think they go to, they either go here or here. Actually, I think they go here. Yeah, they go into Albany too, into their warehouse there at the city. So what I want to do, I'm actually going to get this train to come off of there, I'm going to set that line to 0 trains and confirm that, okay? And then I'm going to go back and set the line to be coming out of track 3. See how it's changed over here? It was, see, look, it was over here. Now it's over here. We've got it running out of track 3. So it's going to take this route, and I'm going to set it to 1 train, so we'll get 1 train loaded back on there. Now it's telling us that it can't take any actions right now. That's right, but as soon as we hit 70,000 in New York, it'll be able to, right? So if we let this run for a second, there's our new train. And now it's on the right platform. It's out of the way of this and clearing that traffic. Okay. Another thing is we will be looking in future episodes and maybe even future fundamentals. I'll be talking about the rural stations and how I like to set them up. This is not how I like to set them up, and that's one of the things I regret in hindsight looking back. But it's working for now, and it'll be good enough for now. All right, so we got that done. So we got that first task kind of ticked off. Let's go work on Virginia. I kind of want to skip this one for a while because if we get too far down the road, the whole thing's going to end. We could keep playing and do that. It doesn't matter. We can keep playing and do this. So yeah, let's just go right on down the line here. We got this set. New York's growing, what have you. Let's go to Pittsburgh, Philly, Washington, and see what we can do. And it says you can display the regions in the city list. Owned businesses, owned train stations, city buildings, regions. And here it is, the Mid-Atlantic states. It gives you boundaries. It doesn't really tell you anything about it. We can see it here. It's Philadelphia, Washington, and Pittsburgh. Okay? All right. And we obviously have access in here because we got that, I think very last episode, because we've got this line going to Philadelphia. So, 3 cities in a region with decent resources around them. It just screams 3-city cluster, all right? Some form of 3-city cluster. So, there are many ways we can do this. What I would like to do is have city-to-city lines for all 3 of the cities. And we'll run automatic trains on those city-to-city lines. And that's another thing I would change. I think I said no automatics because of the staffing. Well, Johnny and Tarek and maybe even a couple more of you said, "Nah, I don't think you got that right," and I have to agree. I think you can run automatic trains, particularly if it would be better to run one automatic train fairly full than a passenger train and then a redundant, a freight train that's barely carrying anything, right? So, so let's go down here. Let's put a train station in Pittsburgh.
This is the most important train station the world has ever seen.
This guy, he might be our new Beatrix. He is quite irritating. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit, like so, and then we're going to let's go into our contours. Let's flatten this out a little bit and get rid of that bridge. And then we're going to have to build a tunnel. We certainly don't have to build that tunnel. I think we'll come down this way. Let's grab in the middle and come down here. We'll come down down in here somewhere. Maybe even off of that. Come down here where it's flatter. And then up here, I'd kind of like to go. It seems to me it would be, well, there's no good place, is there? And, there's a tunnel in our future, that's for sure. But let's see what happens if we move it a little bit. Like this. And see if we can scoot this up and start the tunnel later in the process, right? How far up can we go before we're dragging it? Let's raise this up. Scoot this back over. We're not interested in messing with his tracks. And put it back down. Put this down. What happened here? There, okay, looking good so far. Let's get this a little off that grade. There we go. All we have to do is just scoot it. This little tunnel right here has no purpose that I can see. I mean, clearly there's some elevation there. We can dig some earth through there. It's much cheaper than a tunnel. And I don't like the 6 degrees here. That's a bit much in our tunnel. Okay, that's 0 degrees, and that's extremely expensive. What happened here? You go back this way. Well, let's see if we can... Now, I like the 0, but man, that's expensive. You know what? It doesn't get at 0. It's 1.4. If I try to nudge it up some, it'd save us like 300,000. 4 degrees. I could live. I could live with 4 degrees. All right. So that will be our line to Pittsburgh. Let's make sure we got the tracks lined up. We're coming out of totally wrong. Don't know why it's doing that. Let's come out of this bottom one and same thing here. Good deal. We'll build that. And we will double track it. See, for quite a bit less money. We'll build that. We'll put our gridiron out here. Use our gridiron to make junction or switches. And we'll put a switch out here in Pittsburgh. We'll set our signals. There we go. And we'll put in supply towers. Put one near the tunnel entrance. Kind of one halfway maybe, and one maybe close to this end. Okay. And we'll run a couple of trains from Pittsburgh to Philly. Okay. Then we want Washington to play. Now with Washington, down here, we're going to go directly to Philly, we would have to jump over his track, which we certainly could do. So you have to ask yourself, would it be cheaper? In fact, would the speed you would gain from jumping over be worth it? Honestly, it probably would if we could build the bridges. I'm horrible at building bridges. Anybody got any tips for how to build a decent bridge in this game? I am listening.
Careful. You're making me angry. You want a knuckle sandwich?
Jeez. Okay, so let's join up with our line like right there. Now, that's not what I had in mind when I said make a bridge. Kind of make go over this way, kind of over this way. Wow, well, that's expensive, but I like the. I wonder if we can get away with get rid of that. Oh, I love it. For 200 grand? Yeah, we'll take that. Beautiful. Like I said, I'm really good at building bridges in this stuff. Okay. So, double track that, and we already have one on this end. We will set our signals. And we will go like that. I'm going to depot, and let's run a couple of trains from here to here. Go. I did pick two. And now we want to have a direct line from Pittsburgh to Washington. So we'll come out of here. I think in this case, we'll go around all the mess, of course, and join in like that. That looks pretty good. Okay. Good. We fit in there. We just need some money. And good. Okay, oh, we've already got our gridiron built, so let's go with signals. And we could give it, I think, an extra tower here, and we'll set up a line from Pittsburgh to Washington. Couple of trains, go. All right, so now we've got the start of our cluster, which would be the ability to move stuff between the cities. Now what we want to do is figure out how to get them supplies. So we can see we've got wood and sugar close by. We've got grain right here. We've got veggies if we need them. We don't technically for the amount of growth we're trying to get. We've got our beer meat out of Pittsburgh and Philly, and remember we've got city to city, so that'll all move. And now we could do we could put warehouses, like a warehouse in Pittsburgh, and bring 2 items into it. We could do a warehouse in Philly and bring wood into it. Or we could just build a warehouse out in the country and bring everything into it. What if we had a warehouse, we had a station right here that picked up that lumber.
What is this? I never allowed you to build a station here.
And we had it set up so that it would run. It was set up to go. In both directions. Did we do that? Yes, we did. Okay. Set our signals. Okay. And in this station, this is basically going to be a warehouse station. So we'll give it a warehouse. I think we'll also give it repairs. And in our warehouse, we're going to have grain, corn, lumber, sugar, those four for sure. And we could do beer meat, but we've already got beer meat flowing between the cities, so we don't have to mess with that. Okay. Let's get sugar going in there. No, we just need one. We don't need 2 lanes there. One is more than enough. Okay. Did I make the line? I don't think I did. Duck. Here. Here. Should be a freight line. Should run full. Okay. Then let's go here. I think what we'll do here, we're going to have 2 lines coming out of here. Our first line is going to go this way. It is going to go from here to here, running full. That'll be to take grain to go to the warehouse that can then go to Philly and Washington. And because the beer is right here, we're going to have a second line that goes this way out of another socket, if you will. It goes like this. Okay. And it is going to be a line that goes from here to here. Runs full with a Dunham. Okay. All right, it's getting grain. The other one is doing nothing yet. That makes sense. Okay, now what we'll need is a couple of trains running from here to each city. So we'll set up a line that goes from here to here. Freight. Confirm. We'll set up a line that goes from here to here. Actually, 1 train is probably plenty. That's a short trip. It'll run freight. And we'll set up one from here to here. A couple of trains. Okay, I'm missing we're missing a turnaround somewhere. Okay, we've got one there. I don't mean turnaround, signals. We have signals there. We have switches. We have switches here. Oh, I see. We've got this running to Pittsburgh. What we need is we need it to easily be able to go over this way. Is that right? Oh, yeah, yeah, because it's coming from this. That's right. That's right. Okay. That should correct that. Now we should see this other train start running. There it is. The other grain is going to start bringing us some grain. Now we need, or the other train over here. So we've got logs. We've got, I didn't put logs in the warehouse, did I? That would be, I mean, mark them in the warehouse. That's silly. Don't need them marked there. They're already there. It's already, that's part and parcel of that warehouse, or that station. All right, let's go, let's run a line. We've got corn up here. Is there any other place? We've got corn down here in Parkersburg we could use. Shoot, that's West Virginia. Let's use West Virginia corn. It would be far superior to that New York corn. My goodness. Far superior. Okay. How's our credit? Any good? Not very. Okay. Have I shown you this? This is so cool. Look at this. All that grain there is for Philadelphia, and then that last one there is for DC. That's very cool. Okay, what? Oh, the corn. We wanted to go to West Virginia. Yeah, let's go. We'll go to West Virginia and we'll come down here and get the corn. And I think we'll do. Let's put a station in Parkersburg. And we'll run it into Pittsburgh. And here's a Native American camp, or whatever they call it. Reservation. I'm not sure what that's meant to be. Get rid of the tunnel and just have the earthworks. Okay. That's the left side too. I'd really rather do the right side. I want to get it as close to the Indian settlement or village or reservation or whatever that is as I can get it. Because this is tight right here. I think we may be there. There, about as close as we can get it. Okay. Double track it and it fits through there. Good. Okay. Okay. We'll put in our signals. And we will set the direction and the signal, I'm sorry, this for switches, set in our switches, put in our couple of supply towers. You can run a line here to here. A couple of trains on it. Okay. Then we can work our way down here to the corn since we have a little more money. And New York is growing at a great clip. Good. good. Oh, did we ever do? Oh, I forgot to do that. What did it put in there? What is that? Furniture. So the furniture needs planks, I think, to work. Yes, it does. We're making planks over here. I kind of forgot that to death, but here's planks. We're sending them to Albany. We're not getting any to Boston, so do we have them in our warehouses at all? Let me go into track construction, we can see it better. If you go to track construction, you can see all these icons. Tell you what we could do to start getting some over to Boston. We could go to this warehouse. I don't think this does us any good. So why don't we add the planks in here? So now we'll have the planks coming to the city, planks coming to the warehouse, and the warehouse will recognize that they need them over here in Boston, and we can get them over there. And I'm fairly certain that's all that they need. Buildings, factories, furniture, planks. That's it. Okay. So if we get the planks over here, see Albany's almost 120. We're not growing over here. We need to give Boston a little love if we want those other large towns, and I think we do. All right, I've talked enough to get a little money going. So let's put in a station here. And I think we can just have it drive right through. And we will double track it. And put it in the gridiron. And let's have a line that goes here to all the way out here. And you could come back. You know what? You could come back and drop some nice stuff off in Parkersburg. As long as we leave Parkersburg empty, and you leave here full, then that would work. 28 days. We'll run several trains. I want to get that going. All right, so we've got, look at this. We've got all three of the cities growing already. What's down here? We've got the grain. Albany hits 120. We've got the grain. We've got corn on the way. We've got logs. We've got meat and beer. Sugar. It's creating cloth. Nice. I can't afford that, so it doesn't matter. We can't do anything with 100 points, so we'll have to come back when we've got 2 stars. Parkersburg has shrunk. That's not good. That should take care of that task, really. We've got sugar. Yeah, we've got the first four basics and beer and meat. These 3 cities will grow nicely. So let's go down here and work on this one. It's going to take us 856 to get in there. Now Parkersburg has grown. They can't make up their minds. let's go look at our warehouse. We've got corn, we've got grain, corn, and sugar on the way. We already have access to all kinds of lumber, all kinds of it. And corn is the only thing they're missing to take them up to 35,000. So, beautiful. Okay, let's access Virginia. Now, how do we want to attack this? We also need to think about 3 large cities, right? New York would be kind of a logical thing to build up. Do we have, I can't remember putting in, how big is Boston? It's 90,000 now. Did we put a library in there? I can't remember. Library, I guess not. Oh, we didn't even have we didn't have a library, and we certainly didn't put a university. Let's put a university in Boston. And that'll give us the ability to go past 100. They're already there. We need to pick another city to grow. New York would be the obvious choice. It's already the biggest. But down here's where we need to do our next real damage. So let's set up our 3-city cluster here. Let's go. I think we'll just go right off of this. Come down over here. Come to, what's that called? Is it Big Lick? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it is. Not familiar with Big Lick, I have to admit.
You're lucky I don't have this city on my list.
Let's get it connected to our network. Okay. You know what? I did a little. I didn't even look at the contours. Look at that. That is horrible. All right, we want to build it with the contour lines. All right. So we're going to situate it like this, and then we'll run our track. Okay, now, get rid of you. Whoa. Certainly don't want to run it over there. That would be pathetic. Okay, let's go over here. Maybe we can run this ridge right here. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, this is. Okay, that got a lot better right there, just doing that. Actually, that's looking better. How much is it? 530? $452. $356 with a little bridge. Well, pretty big bridge. And a real big bridge here. I don't know if we can go up here and do any better. I think I like the bridge. There's no giant slopes. We've maintained pretty good speed. Let's just go for that. How are we looking up here? We're still growing? We're not? Oh, we're track. Okay, we're growing, we're double growing. Okay. Okay. Let's double track this. Why did it get? And why didn't it give you the option when I come back to it? It was giving me the double track, and now it's decided to take it away, or to not offer it. Anybody know what happened there, or what the mechanic is? You see how much cheaper it is than the second set of the parallel tracks. Okay.
My favorites are the ones that break down themselves.
Okay, we've got switches. Now we have signals. Let's put supplies. That's kind of hilly. Let's put a couple of supplies. Now we're connected. We're starting to get connected to our target down here. Oh, geez, I put maintenance in these things. Goodness. Actually, we do have maintenance here. Let's put a post office in Philadelphia.
My saboteur hardly touched anything, and everything collapsed.
Maintenance here. A restaurant. Okay. I'm doing maintenance again. No, you know what? I regret that already. Okay, let's do the maintenance. We'll blow it up. We're going to do a restaurant and a market hall in DC. Now we got our 2 stars. We'll get more parcel drops, more mail. 2 of them are 2-star growth, and Washington is growing nicely. We must be getting fairly close. We are. We're getting close to getting that done. How about New York? Still growing. Okay, we're almost there on New York, so that'll finish soon. And we got a connection bonus here. Do we have any need for it? Oh, we could connect and just run a little short ride into Parkersburg. Good grief. Parkersburg, go. Okay. And why don't we stop right there, I think. Are we close to this? Oh, let's buy some of his stock. We can do that. We go here, we do trade company shares on competitors. We slide this to see how much we want. And I don't know how do you know how many shares outstanding he has? Doesn't really say. So how would you know, okay. It doesn't really say, so what would you do? I don't know how you would know.
Very
if you bought
good.
enough.
The citizens are highly satisfied with your performance.
How does it feel to finally have shares in a successful company?
Feels pretty good. Let's keep going until we get those other two tasks knocked off the charts. So let's go to Charlottesville.
Remove the station from my city right now.
And let's go. Let's do. I mean, it's different. I think there'd be. Eventually, we'll come up with different models of what we kind of want to run. I think we'll call this one the one station, kind of medium-sized town kind of model. And what we'll do is have. I think we'll have a dedicated passenger line. And a dedicated freight line. I think I'll, before I get carried away, I'll go here and set signals here and here. And let's run a passenger line between Big Lick and Charlottesville. Express line, 7 days. Do we want to do that? Yeah, why not? We'll do that. In fact, we'll run a couple of them. Okay. And then we'll set up our freight line. That's what I, sorry, it's what I just had. I canceled it. Build, go. And let's just, we can make our freight line come in on a different pair. So we'll have 2 lines for passengers, 2 lines for freight. Oh, you know what? That's just such gross overkill. That's absolute silliness. Let's change this. I can't support that. I'm going to put a tower in here and then start doing it. Now the reason I put the tower in was just to make a marker so that it wouldn't delete past it, and I wouldn't have to make markers for everything. So what we want to do here, we still want our 4 lines connected, right? And I might have been able to do this by just deleting the gridiron and the junctions, but I didn't think about it. Oh, wait, no, that's not what we want. Okay, I want the passenger line to just go into this track right here. And I want the freight line to just go into this track right here. The city-to-city freight line, right? So if we look at that line, right here, when we edit it, we want it, we gotta give it directions first too. Okay. And then if we edit this line, we'll go come out of Big Lick, hit that, then go to Charlottesville and hit that, and confirm. Then we can build a line that goes here to it doesn't like that because I don't have the switches. Oh. We'll delete the switches because we want to make the same kind of change down here. We want this lane we want it coming like that, and then we want this one into that lane, and we want this one come out like that and hook up. You notice it wouldn't do it one way, it would do it the other way. Sometimes you have to play with them a bit. Okay. We'll set our signals. Okay. And then we'll tell, then we'll build our freight line from here to here. No. From here to here. And then to here to there. Hauling freight. And go. One freight. And let's get Norfolk playing in this game. It's nice and flat. Okay. So the passengers can come in like that. And like that. Hit your waypoint, go here, hit your waypoint, express, run a couple of them, go. And then we can set up our track I'll have to see if I can. Oh, sorry. Come here like this. There. Okay. I don't want double track. Shoot. Okay, we'll have to, that's alright. We'll just tie it off out here. The curves are making it a little tight. It doesn't matter. There we go. Keep doing it. Doggone it. You have to set the waypoint first. As far as I can tell, if everybody knows how to do it differently, let me know. This is going to be freight, same guy, one train go. Okay. And then we need, I'd like to have a direct freight line between let's run from the inside. How do we want to do this? I think the freight line from Big Lick to Norfolk can go, oh, it can go right through here, yes. So we'll come off, maybe up here. From here, I want you to hit that. And then from here, I want you to hit that. Freight only. And we really only need one train for that. What's going on here? Oh, jeez. We lost our supplies. What can we do about that? We ran this thing out here real long. How far did we take it, by the way? Oh, it's just out to here. We should be able to put supplies on like on this, can't we? Shouldn't we? I would think that would fit on there. Oh, I don't need money. Good grief. Has nothing to do with the track and everything to do with being broke. There. And where are we? We still haven't done the salt. And they hit 70. Yeah, they've hit 70. Let's see if this train has... It's loading. I can only, well, I can't even guess why it's not working. Salt. Yeah, you don't have any. It should. I would think it would bring 8. I wouldn't think that'd be a problem. I will see. We'll give it a minute. Okay, so what we want to do now is decide how we're going to distribute the goods to these 3 towns. I mean, we can. We can have warehouses in each town, or we can. We really do. Oh, and maintenance. I'm not. Next game we'll worry about this a little more. I think I'm just going to put maintenance on these. Maintenance on. We do maintenance on 2 of them. That'll keep them all happy. I'm not quite getting this sugar, this salt thing. Well, it's up to 6. It's gaining ground. Oh, I see. He just doesn't have any. It's the production of this guy. We're taking it as fast as he can produce it. We have other lines carrying salt. We have 2 trains that carry stuff to Albany. So I'm thinking whenever this guy, yeah, he needs 2 more, he'll be good. So we'll be good on that. All 3 of our cities down here are growing fast, even though we've got some sabotage going on. And we are closing in on that. Yeah, I guess we should let's just stay until we get through those tasks. So let's decide what we want to do here. We've got a beautiful little triangle. We actually have an attic in here. That's nice. We can run lines from each of these like old school railway empire. We can do warehouses in each city and let them talk to each other. We've already got the freight lined up for that. We could do a warehouse out here in the country. I think, given where everything is, we're going to put a warehouse here on this guy. And he will accept, well, in fact, he can accept the corn and grain and the logs. And then we'll put the sugar in Charlottesville and be done with it. Yeah, let's just do that. So your warehouse has corn and grain. We'll put a warehouse in Charlottesville. Okay. And it's going to accept sugar. And we'll run sugar over there. Get it on this side where our freight line is.
What is this? I never allowed you to build a station here.
And we'll merge into our line. Run down like that. Set our signals. Have a train going here to here. Running full. Then we'll get our logs. We'll pick those up. Right here. And run them into and I managed to miss the supply tower, so let's just put one here. Run full. Couple of trains go. And then we'll do corn to Big Lick. And then we're going to go now, do we want to use this crane? It's being...
Competition is good for business, they say. But I say, good business destroys the competition.
Okay, we're just missing our salt, but I have a feeling it's on its way. Why does that say no utilization? It's so weird. Yeah, it's on its way. It's just leaving. So our salt's on the way. So as soon as it works its way to New York, we'll be done with this section. Parkersburg can't decide which way to go. I think we'll need an extra, now that we're hauling some goods, we will put an extra train on each of these freight lines. There we go. And did we set up a line?
Now that's what I call a real breakdown.
That's Parker. Okay, I want to go. I want this over here. I want this line over here to be modified. I don't want this. I want this track. Now we're starting to load. Is our meat? Yeah, it's got. How's it getting cattle? It's getting it overland. you meat too? Charlottesville is meat. Oh, I see. Our competitor is actually supplying the meat. So I've got to decide what to do up here with the what's his production. So we're tapping him out with this. So I think we're going to have to go way up here to get our grain. And I think we'll worry about that next episode. This one's getting long. So let me find that our one corn train, and let's see where he is. I think if I go into it with it on fast forward, I thought it would go fast forward. It did. I have before. I've driven on the trains at faster speed. Is he in New York already? Yeah, I guess so.
It's important that we expand south. If we can keep Philadelphia in our rail network, that will be a great opportunity for us. I see you weren't intimidated by that libertine. That is good, because I've invested sizable sums in this venture, and failure would ruin me. We are so close, I can literally taste it. Our network just needs another little expansion. Being the mayor of Albany doesn't have to remain the pinnacle of my career. How does member of Congress sound to you? Even if things are going very well right now, we must not rest. While you have been spreading further south, I have established a bank together with some business partners to become financially independent. From now on, you can borrow money directly from me. Really marvelous! You are unstoppable. I can't tell you how happy I am.
Okay, all that litany was because they gave us new tasks and we'd already done a couple of them. And all that remains is transporting passengers, 60 passengers from Washington to Buffalo. And we will work on that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next video.